This is all we have. 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 Why must we live with so much hate?
It got me feeling like gin. Off this gin, I'm melodic with the smoke in the air, and the smell is hypnotic. With a strawberry switch blunt with a whole lot of chronic in a pocket, with a wallet with a whole lot of nada. I be stressed, but it got me in the ethereal mode, with a serious soul in a cereal bowl. Like I'm searching for the sunflower, I'ma go on the road, but keep my mind open, infinite like the Konami code. Hip hop is my soul. Hope you looking when he's rapping. B-boy spinning to the beat like Mugen when he's scrapping. I'm jugging and I'm lapping on my way to Shangri-La. But some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Hear my battle cry. I might stay late and keep my fresh on the sideways 8. Yeah, I might make babes. All I need is some risotto and a cosplay chick that was born in Kyoto. Why? But that's a no-no if I ain't got that protection B. I keep my sword sheath. I don't need no BM stressing me. I wonder if there's a message, G, when I hear these new rappers. I ain't hating you rappers, but I prefer the boom bappers. It's the truth rappers, it's the war of the words. And I'm standing on top the castle representing the third. I guess you ain't heard. I'm following my destiny, following the God of fools, father to the death of me. A cross on my chest and resolve in my heart. Ain't shit you can do to bring a stop to this march. Bring a stop to this art. You must be JK, and I grab the mic and get loud like an AK spray, and then I stay laying this heat over beats. I got the resolve of a beast, so girl, put your knees over these shoulders right here. They holding up the world already. Mujushin style stabbings got your girl all sweaty. Ah, you mad, bro? My bad, I'm in my zone. Miyamoto Musashi with the microphone. The best squad in the city is watching my back. I might hit you with the two-piece like Mataza the Zap. I'm just talking that crap. I'm a peaceful warrior. And my flow Mega Man, I'll defeat and absorb ya while I'm hungover off gin and soda. I'm a fucking hero, dog, man. I beat Genova. Word to Jehovah, right hand on the rhyme. The way I'm rapping these lines, so you can examine my mind. Take a step inside, don't be afraid. I'll let the beat lead me while I lead the way. And I seen today, as I read the sermon, that all I can tell you's only death is certain. But the way of the samurai is found in death. You might hear a lot of deep shit, but mine sounds the best. Yes, yeah. This one, baby. KV Anime on the beat. Hood Hemingway. it's 10 drills and my power's in. I ain't bow a bit, either now or then. A coward dies when a coward ran. These devils scream for my death and dreams like metal beams when they towered in. I sit here with my powers in, carrying this evil curse. Could've mastered more, but when it comes to war, I ain't had an equal since birth. Cursed to walk this earth, searching for my death, searching for rebirth. Worms in my brain, heart in the flame, you can feel my pain in every verse. Killer kamikaze, ripping through your posse. No regrets, but just kissing truth and what I did to Machi. No common ground with Gandhi. Nah, bitch, I'm Machi. When I die, cover my casket in blue rags and Gandhi. But I never die. Play the immortal. 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 Never die. Never die. Play the immortal.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Knights of the Coffee Table, the first time going live on our own channel. How's everybody doing tonight? Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Knights
I'm doing good.
You guys are gonna get a bunch of echo there. It's not. Yeah, it was me. It's not a good show though, unless you hear me twice.
So what are we doing now? Oh, what up, everybody? What up?
Welcome to the show, Stone Monkey.
God,
Yeah,
we're live.
I just had literally.
Shit.
So we're joined here today with a Mecha Vash. What's up, Mecha Vash? We've been trying to translate for him. Earlier, he said on the next episode that we need to review the audiobook of 50 Shades of Grey.
Wrench the Cinder Shadow.
Read by Gilbert Godfrey, doing nothing but the meatball voice with transitions done by Movie Guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, send a shout out to Million. I don't know what you think about that as a gaming topic, but if that's something you want to hear on Knights of the Coffee Table, just let us know in the comments, man. We'll totally get to you. We'll consider it, man. It could be a good show.
Yeah.
I like Magog, but I don't think he knows who I am, so I can't say we are friends.
Yeah, I don't think Magog knows who I am either. Funny enough, Tonka Saw might know who I am. I played Street Fighter with him a couple times, and then one night with a Tennessee Marine, I got invited by failure to join like a long ass chat with him.
That's
like a
almost
long ass
awkward
hangout with
question
him.
ever.
And,
hey man, do you remember me?
Yeah, no, but it is the most awkward question ever. But I don't really care because I don't think I want to talk to the guy because it seems like that dude's pretty toxic right now. Like I know this isn't a gaming topic, but this is the topic of the YouTubes. So if you so I don't think you're caught up. But so here's basically what happened is Tonka and Andy Worski were beefing. Tonka was constantly, he was always like, fight me in IRL. And Andy was like, okay. Right? No, like really, like you said, you know a bunch of fight promoters and stuff, right? Set it up. We'll do an MMA fight. We're going to get it all set up. So it all got fucking hyped up. It was supposed to go down this week. A bunch of people we know even. They're all going down to meet in Knoxville, Tennessee. And apparently Tonka did, Monkey, do you want to explain it? Because you said it best earlier. Something about changing his name and fucking up his blood work.
Okay, so supposedly what was going on is he had changed his name and
Like legally.
legally changed his name.
Yeah.
And the name on the blood work is different than the name on the contract. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I haven't confirmed 100% myself, but that is what's going on with the Twitter of all that. It's been fucking crazy. I haven't checked up on it actively in about an hour and a half, and you guys know how shit goes with that kind of stuff.
I don't understand why how that would stop the fight. Can't they just redo the paperwork or whatever? I mean, what's the problem?
I'm not even. Well, okay, so the fight promoters have a deadline, right? It's supposed to be what, Thursday, Friday?
Saturday, yeah, because the fight's Saturday, so yeah, you'd think a couple days in advance.
Yeah, so yeah, whatever it was, the fight promoter was just like, dude, it's too late. Like, Tonka's just, all this shit's fucked up. I gotta finish, booking my shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, so they can reschedule it.
Potentially. I don't really know what's going on with it, nor do I really care. And the Discord overlay does not seem to be working for reasons I cannot explain. But I'll worry about that later.
The chat's there, but what's not working?
The Discord, you don't see our
little
icons.
Oh, motherfuckers.
It's really spiffy.
Wait, hold on. Did you change the name?
Mecha Bash is trying to talk again.
Yeah, we gotta translate for him, man. What do you say?
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to make it out.
I was saying that the background and stuff looks.
Something about the background.
No, you got to do better than that. I think he said the background and stuff looks dope as fuck, man. Excel did a great job.
I'm not sure if he said. Yeah, he could have been saying it looks like ass. I don't know.
No, I think it looks pretty fucking banging.
Yeah.
So
we don't know what he was going to say.
I'm pretty sure he said it looked pretty fucking banging. I think he also
it looks pretty dope.
I think he also said that the intro video we had is badass, even though it needs a lot of work. And
early morning, JF approves of this stream.
And by the way,
it looks good, man.
By the way, for $1, I'll take any image you have and turn it into this metallic 3D shit of any color shade you want. Because I already have it set up. I can do it with anything.
Sweet.
See, watch this. Watch this. Check this one out.
And if you really want to be nice, you go down to that.
Look at that border. Look at that border. Same effect.
That's sexy. I like that.
That was a 2D border.
Ooh. Nice.
If you really want to be helpful, be cool, you just kind of go to that link right there and, just throw $1 at it,
Someone's been watching Farm Simulator, not playing Farming Simulator, but watching someone play a farming simulator.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to learn how to farm just in case.
So you're watching.
Pretend
to do the boring.
You never know when the blind monster, the monster that kills everybody except the blind people, will show up on Earth and wipe out most of the population. We're gonna have to learn how to farm. We're gonna have to learn how to do it blind. So basically, I'm just thinking we're gonna have like drones and shit.
Did you play the game with your eyes closed?
Man, I'm just hoping that if we pixelate shit enough that they won't be able to affect us through the screen. I think that was the only problem.
They tried that too. That didn't work very well.
Yeah, but it wasn't pixelated.
Oh, you think if you lower the resolution enough?
That's my theory, man.
I just know that magic gets through anything. So.
It is. You're right. It is magic.
It's magic. Fuck yeah. Stone Monkey is really high.
I can tell. But it wouldn't be a stream without Stone Monkey being high. Anyway, let's transition over to what we actually came here to talk about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about video games.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about video. We're gonna talk about emulators and everything around it. And what inspired me on this is Stone Monkey. You were talking about the emulator you use. Care to go into it?
Oh, I use Shh, I don't use any emulators. Nintendo.
This is
Wink,
all
wink. But I
informational
play.
purposes only.
I play with using the RetroArch program, which comes very handy with all
What is that
the.
for?
It's uses your emulator. You can put it on
for what system?
any, for the most part. It has very many
Any?
actually.
It's
Yeah.
it's a multi emulator.
Yep, it has a. You
Yeah,
load the
so
cores
it-
in of any for a whole. They have a whole shitload of freaking cores you can load into
Well,
it.
yeah, so what it looks like is that it's one program.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interface, but it's for a shit ton of different emulators. Like right here
Does
it
it
says,
work with?
yeah, like right here it has
Wii?
Dolphin highlighted.
Dolphin. Ooh, cool. Because I've been using Dolphin.
What else do we have?
I got a Dolphin bar and genuine Nintendo Wii controllers, and it works pretty well. My older computer, though, when I tried to play that, not the last Zelda game, but the one before it played it, but it was really slow.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. It sucks.
I've used lots of Super Nintendo emulators. I've used some Nintendo 64 emulators.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
I got a Nintendo 64 emulator to work with Turok and using my mouse and keyboard. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yikes!
Play the original game.
Yeah, so here's another thing, because you were like, oh, the old Nintendo, I don't use emulators. No, you just need to tell Nintendo you don't have any ROMs that you did not derive from your own hardware.
Well, yeah, of course. It's not illegal to use an emulator.
Yeah, like for...
speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo's stupid for not making their own emulator and selling it.
I mean,
like,
They kind of do.
As soon as they realized that was possible, they should have fucking started doing it. Like, why not? Instead they sue people.
Oh, not only do they sue people, but if you were to look at Super Mario, like, their emulator for it, for like the Wii,
yeah.
and you were to look at the ROM at like coolroms.com or somewhere like that,
mm-hmm.
and you were to look at the top 2 scripts of program, they are the exact same thing, which means the only thing that Nintendo did was copied it and then pasted it and used what the fans made for free for their own personal profit.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things with intellectual property laws, right? It's not like the fans have any claim to it just because Nintendo owns the IP.
Right.
Even though...
Well, there you go.
Even though I'm gonna be the radical here. Intellectual property is a myth, right? All we have is copyright law. And it's more about, copyright law is more about what other people can't do with their property. Unlike real property law, which is about what you can do with your own property.
Right.
Right.
And copyright
all copyright says is that if you buy property, if you buy something from somebody, like a CD, there's only certain things you're allowed to do with that CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copyright is one of those pretty misunderstood things too.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say, well, the reason we have copyright is so that artists can make money off their works. That is actually not the reason why. The reason why is to promote the arts. And they thought that, I mean, the idea, the idea is
to establish who has the right to make copies.
Well, yeah, that's okay. That's what it does. But the reason we decided that was important is because in order to incentivize people to come up with more artistic works, we're going to have to give them a temporary monopoly on the works that they come up with.
Mm-hmm.
And it started out 7 years plus it's just 7 years. Now it's 70 plus the life of the creator. So it just, like, having the laws be that strict really does incentivize people like Nintendo to do everything they can to just keep their copyrights around so that they can monetize it almost indefinitely.
Right. And it's not about, that's the other thing, is copyright, it's not something that you do. It's not something you can register for. It's not implicit. A thing that you do. It's an idea. And so what happens is that in a dispute, it comes down to who has the best evidence that they created the art, the work, whatever it is, right? That's why you hear people like the poor man's copyright when you mail something to yourself. The only reason you do that is to get the postmark on it.
Yep.
Because that is very strong evidence that that thing existed at that time.
In the age of the internet, you basically have timestamps.
So that's what that is.
Music I posted on MySpace, I don't know how many years ago. I mean, I could just subpoena MySpace for the records because, that still exists. If it really came down to a dispute that I wanted to have, and they would
the thing about digital stuff.
Absolutely, he did it.
It's all automatically timestamped. All the metadata is there. You don't really need. There's nothing else you can really do. That's what's really interesting about YouTube and the way that they handle copyright is they provide a way around the law. Basically, you can just claim it. You just claim it, and their system does it. What a judge would do.
Yeah, pretty much. You're right. That's crazy.
Yeah, so this is one of the things, like a lot of people bitch about the copyright strikes and monetization claims that get on YouTube, and absolutely no doubt that system is abused like a motherfucker.
Well, but at the same time, the system itself is an abuse of the copyrights.
Well, kind of, but it also keeps people from actually having to.
There was already a method or an avenue people could go down to claim on copyright. It existed already.
Well, I know, but
it didn't need to do anything.
It's expensive to go to court against people that hold.
Well, that's the point. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing. If it's not worth doing, then who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
right. You don't sue somebody who's making $1 off of something you do because it's not worth it. Let them make their dollar. Who gives a fuck? If anything, it's promoting you that much more. But if they're like reproducing your shit and making a bunch of money on it, that's when it's a problem. And that's when a court has to get involved anyway. So the fact that YouTube has this copyright system is completely bogus.
Well, I mean,
you underestimate what copyright lawyer trolls will do. You've seen what the RIAA did to like 12-year-old girls for over 11 songs, right?
Oh yeah, but what they did was technically within the law. Like it's not like they broke the law.
I understand that, but the point being is that they had no chance. They didn't have the money to compete with the giant lawyers, even though
it was a PR campaign. They were trying to make examples of people to try to scare people into copying music. It had nothing to do with copyright.
Yeah, well, you're right, but at the same time, I would, if my choice was have YouTube just automatically monetize it, or have the copyright holder potentially do some sort of lawsuit, especially because what a lot of them like to do is they like to gather large list of names and try to dragnet them all into one suit. And if you're not smart about it, like I don't know, a lot of them, especially for if you download stuff off torrents, what they do is you get an email you get a letter from your ISP, but the ISP has the message from the person that's threatening to sue you, even though they have none of your information. Right. And they just dragnet say, well, if you pay us $100 now, we won't pursue it any further.
Right. It's how this relates to gaming is I don't think, and maybe, I'm not a lawyer, obviously, so maybe a lawyer could argue this point, but it doesn't seem to me that it's worth it for a company like Nintendo to try to make an example of a website that might be making a little bit of money, but ultimately isn't affecting Nintendo's business, but they do it because it's the law and they can. And it doesn't seem like it's in the long run in anyone's best interest to really do much about like game piracy, emulation, anything like that, because it ultimately doesn't really seem to be much of a threat, especially since they've changed the model and so many people download games. I mean, the amount of people pirating console games is in the insignificant fringes compared to how many people were pirating PC games. But those days are over. People don't really pirate PC games anymore because game companies figured it out. They make it easier to get the games. People will pay for them. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know.
And then always online DRM. We hate it with our consoles, but that's for a reason. I think that's classical. But for PCs, that's been a thing for a long time. But a lot of that is we're used to the fact that for many PC games we play, like Overwatch, there's no single player, of course.
Right.
Like it has always online DRM, and
And a lot of games have an online element, and that's fine because if it enforces their copyright protection, that's good. Game companies need to make money too, you know. But the fact that the online revolution really did a number on pirating PC games.
Yeah, the issue comes, and I know this is close to Batch's heart, which is games after their market cycle ends. Sometimes they're hard to come by, and people just want to play them for their historic value.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Like, I mean, I personally doesn't for gaming for me. Am I coming in clear?
Not really, man.
Nope, you are Mecha Bash. Don't worry, we'll translate. It's a fun game.
But
it is a gaming channel, by the way.
It would be nice to see the gaming industry respond to ROMs the same way that the music industry, that Apple respond. The music industry fucking fell on its face, but Apple saw the changing market and created a music delivery service that changed the face of music. And it was going to happen, right? It just happened to be Apple, right? But that shit was going to happen. And it seems to me that game companies ought to get behind the whole, emulation and create a market for it. And I don't know, maybe make a little bit of money without having to go to court.
Yeah, well, games are... It's funny you bring up the music industry because it's not that much different what's going on. Right. You have a saturation of indie developers that are making games that are more fun than what a lot of the AAA developers are putting out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the same kind of... That's the same kind of sickness that's in Hollywood, where they have these huge budgets and they're the experts, and you think that they're gonna put together some cool shit, and like time after time, it's garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're like, Jesus Christ, what? It's like there's something to creating something good that it doesn't have very much to do with money.
Well, yeah. I heard you. You didn't bot out as much. You were a little quiet.
All right. Well, the thing is to me, it's like the film industries, the old talkies, like the old black and white film. Well, those reels are currently, a lot of the movies of those days are now lost because of the no one wanting to archive it, and no one wanting to try and change it from a different deal. And that was because they were wanting to keep it authentic. Well, a good example of this I would want to point to is 007's GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64.
That's one of the best games ever.
Absolutely. But the thing is if Nintendo chooses to try and make it, they can't, because it is in a 3-way lock on copyright, and they will never be able to bring that up again. So the only way that we can enjoy it is through emulators. And I found it humorous whenever I was doing a live stream of Super Metroid, and I got a copyright claim on my channel for 2 different spots, and both of those spots were this 6-second jingle of the save area.
Wow!
And then I looked it up, and I found out that they could not anything else in the game, like the monsters, sound effects, and stuff, because all of the sounds came from old Godzilla.
Because he didn't have the copyrights in the first place. That reminds me, like, going to video games and copyright law. Everybody's heard about the Donkey Kong lawsuit that Universal tried to put out, right?
No.
For King Kong. You've never heard about that? Yeah, so
maybe I have.
No, no. Universal Studios tried to sue Nintendo because of Donkey Kong, based on its likeness to King Kong. It was thrown out of court because it turned out that Universal didn't own the copyrights to King Kong to begin with.
No!
Just nobody checked.
Like,
That's awesome.
they made the movie, but it was based on like an older story that was in the public domain, so they had no claim whatsoever.
So both Donkey Kong and King Kong are ripping off some other Kong thing.
No. It's just the whole King Kong story. It's old enough that, yes, it turns out there are things that are in the public domain.
Right.
Especially stuff that was made before. I think it was something like 1965. I want to say that sounds
So
right.
anybody can just make a King Kong movie?
Absolutely.
That's fucking awesome. I wonder why more people
want
don't.
to make a King Kong movie.
Well, so, and it's funny, like, you can, like, the derivative works, you can copyright that. But just the use of the character and the retelling of the original story in any sort of way, yeah, it's public domain. You can do it however you want.
Instead of King Kong, ours will be P-Noid.
Oh, man, Tom Pinoy's probably
You're
going to be
not with
pissed
that.
because we moved out of his Discord. I
Why would he be pissed about that?
No, he wouldn't be pissed, but he'd still want the ability to come in and for me to have a cool graphic every time he crashes the stream.
Oh, we don't have that?
I don't have it set up on this, no. I made a new scene.
The
We'll have to
Discord's
get
coming
that.
up,
I might need to switch over to OBS Studio, but that's also another big jump. So Streamlabs OBS, one cool thing about it is when you guys log in, it should try to download all of the stock assets I use at least. I don't actually, you know what? I don't know what would happen, Monkey. You should try it. If you log in under Knights of the Coffee Table, I wonder if it uploads any of the local assets that I have.
I'll have to try that later, yeah.
That would be, because that would actually make it badass as fuck if it uploaded, you know, like the symbol and the little video I have.
Oh, fuck yeah, it'd make everything
I very
super
much
easy.
doubt they would
just-
allow you to do that because of space.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're
Like if you
probably
have a
right.
big old video. I don't know, maybe. They might limit it, but they would have to.
If nothing else, I'm pretty sure it saves, like, if I move stuff around and change some text and stuff, I think it'll save that. So then you just have to grab from the Google Drive the whatever assets you want and put them into place.
Yeah, like my fucking the background deal that I use for Insomnus, I think is like a gig of just the video that loops. And there's other stuff going on too, so that would be crazy.
Anyway, so this while I'm thinking about it, before we could talk about fucking setting stuff up in Streamlabs all day long.
Yeah, it's true.
It should be its own stream. I actually
love emulators.
I actually want to do that
because-
stream, but no, this goes back to what Vash was saying, and I heard about this earlier, right? So I'm gonna bring up the old Celtic border. Right, so this is just on October 25th saying that copyright law got better for video game history. So in a series of rulings, the Library of Congress has carved out a number of exemptions that will help the movement to archive and preserve video games. So there are actually people trying to do like what Batch is worried about, which is just preserve the fucking games, like get around copyright, because especially defunct developers, yeah, maybe somebody still owns the copyright, but nobody's reproducing the game.
Yeah.
Right.
What do they call it? It just turns into vaporware.
Yep.
But
Goodbye.
yeah, so
That's
the
not what
Librarian of
vaporware is.
Congress. Wait, okay. What is vaporware again? You have to
It's
fill me
like
in.
it's fraud. It's like when a company like it's trying to like a software company is like developing some software and they end up selling it, but it doesn't actually exist.
Oh, so I thought. Oh, you're right. I thought there was a word though for software that just kind of disappeared, became unsupported, and everybody lost track of where to get it. Anyway,
Oh, if there should be a word for it if there isn't.
back to the article. So the Librarian of Congress, in a new ruling, 85-page, covered everything from electronic aircraft controls to farm equipment and diagnostic software. So they carved out fair use exemptions to the DMCA for video games and software in general. It'll make it easier for archivists to blah, blah, blah. The active registrar found that the record supported granted an expansion in the relatively discrete circumstances where preservation institution legally possesses a copy of the video game server code and the game's legal code. The Librarian of Congress said, in such circumstances, the preservation activities described by proponents are likely to be fair uses.
Ugh,
So,
such a waste of time.
yeah, I guess it kind of is. It's a waste of
It's
time. that they
predicated
have to
upon the
do it.
idea that somehow, because it's on a computer, that it's different than any other type of intellectual property. This is all just redundancy of existing copyright law.
Yeah, well, and also it's a problem.
It's just
I
using
put it back-
video, like it's using like internet and game language, but it's this. It's like it's the same shit. You reread original copyright law. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah, but it. So this has actually been a problem for a long time. So, this is more into patent, right? But Amazon's 2-click shopping. I think it eventually, or 1-click shopping.
1 click. Yeah.
I think that
It's usually
eventually
more
got-
than 1 click though.
Yeah, I think it eventually got thrown out. But whenever the digital age first came upon us, judges didn't understand that these concepts, even though they could show you crazy code and things that they did, they weren't actually novel, right? In order to own a patent on something, it has to be novel. And these aren't novel. Like any other independent person that is doing the same work, which is creating software for computers, which is a lot of people that can come with it.
Yes.
The courts have been really, really far behind when it comes to
Oh, I know.
intellectual property in the digital era.
You can thank Microsoft. You can thank Bill Gates for that mostly. He's the one who created the software licensing model that we know of.
I heard that it takes a genius to understand him.
I heard it takes a genius to understand how he figured out how to hire all the geniuses around him.
All I know is that in the beginning, no one thought you were going to be able to sell code because it's just code. And so the original state of software when it was being written in the fucking 70s or whatever was open source. And basically Bill Gates came up with the idea to license the code out.
Yeah, after stealing it from Apple, which stole it from Xerox.
Right, exactly.
That's a great movie, by the way. Everybody should watch. What is it? Pirates of
Pirates
Silicon Valley.
of Silicon Valley, yeah.
Yes. Very good movie.
After that, there's a documentary about it, and I went up and read a bunch of shit about it. It's pretty accurate. The basic facts are all pretty right on for how it went down.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was funny. What was it? Bill Gates and what's his name went to like a demo at Xerox, and they just showed them their product. And I think they even talked them into showing some of the code because they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll show you how we did it."
Xerox was like, nobody's ever gonna want fucking personal computers.
I know. I think they invented the mouse too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was IBM.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which gave it to Xerox, which said the same thing.
Oh right. Okay. I
Yeah.
forgot Xerox stole it too. Yeah. Ah yes.
But Xerox, they came up with the mouse, right? That was their thing.
That's what I said.
Oh, I missed it. I
was like on one of their copiers or something for the interface.
Damn.
I think
I was actually looking for a clip. Do you guys ever watch that show called Code Monkeys?
No.
Yes.
What's
Sounds familiar.
You've
Dude,
never
Raz
watched
Monkeys.
Wait, Sidrise, you've never watched Code Monkeys?
I don't. Is it like a YouTube cartoon?
All right, hold up. We're gonna put the intro up on my server.
I might have.
No, it's not a YouTube.
I smoke so
cartoon.
much weed.
It was on Comedy Central, and it was fucking fantastic.
Sunrise smokes weed.
Apparently, it was so niche that nobody.
Oh
watched
yes,
the show.
I have seen it. It's fucking great.
Fash smokes weed too.
Well, I am the token Dargan.
Yeah, dude, I'm the only.
Holy
I'm
shit.
the only person that doesn't smoke weed. So let me pull this. Is everybody in the my server?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
four
you
people.
don't. But you kind. It's almost like you do anyway, kind of. Even though you
Just-
don't.
I drink.
I don't know what it is.
You're like I drink enough and I sound like a pothead. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Alcohol has a very similar effect to what weed has
No.
on you guys.
No,
on,
I think
on me.
because you used to smoke weed, right?
Not a lot. Like I was
Oh.
never like an everyday smoker. Like outside of a small, maybe like 6-month period where I was just hanging out with this dude that had tons of weed all the time, and he would just give it to me, and I would take some home. But even then, like an ounce of fucking Reggie would last me like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
Ah, damn.
that would last me that long too.
All right, let's watch the Code Monkey intro just because we brought it up. And shit, for anybody watching that has not seen this show, go watch it all.
Yeah,
It's absolutely fantastic.
it's funny. I completely forgot the name of the show. I remember it, except for the name. Video's not really playing right. There it goes. I like how the intro's all 3D.
Okay, I'm totally saying that Sinrise was dressed up in a panda suit in that video.
I think he was, man. Dude, actually, so like, hold on, let me finish the video because he says something I told some girls in real life and got slapped in the face. They were just random girls. There it is.
I love you, horse.
Yeah,
It's really super not PC, right?
When the show was popular, some girls were walking by and like, I don't know, they bumped into me and I was just like, I love you, whores. One of them slapped me in the face and walked off, and the other just talked to me for a while. Like nothing else came of that. I just thought it was funny how one of them was like, "You asshole," and the other one was like, "That was bold."
I wonder which one of them was the feminist.
I wonder, man. They all had purple hair back then, so
You know what? That's purple hair didn't mean what it means now.
yeah. Yeah, we really are talking about a decade ago.
Yep.
Ah, man, the good old days,
Those are
man.
hot chicks with crazy colored hair.
Shit, those weren't even the good old days, man. The good old days were just a little bit farther back than 10 years, man. It's getting
I
fucking... It's kind of sad. It's like, yeah, the good old days. You know, like
Stop
10 years.
reminding me.
Like, shit.
Remember
Oh,
when
Sunrise, you old man.
colors of hair didn't mean anything? Petridge Farmer members.
So yeah,
you,
so
you sound like the guy that does that ad, dude.
No, man. It's like this,
You
man.
sound like him.
Do you remember
You sound like
when
a
you had
Pepperidge
to...
Farm guy.
Do you remember when you had to
That's-
call somebody to get weed, man?
Vash, you do have a draw, and I don't think I've ever asked you where. Are
I
you
still
from?
have to call somebody to get weed, but it's a little bit of a
'Cause
different situation.
You
now.
have two Californians and a dude from Kansas City that sounds like a
Hey.
Californian.
I ain't no
I'm
goddamn-
I'm over in Arkansas.
Oh,
So-
dude. Oh man, you're just south of me, dude. Meet me in Joplin someday. We'll get drinks.
See, I'm
Yeah.
from Northern California. It might as well be Arkansas.
I'm actually
Sunrise, where are you from?
I'm actually kind of
Northern
close
California.
to Branson now.
Dude,
Not
you're like
Northern
a...
California, but North California.
Sure, I'll do that. We were talking earlier about
I
the
was like,
fight.
you're not too far then. I could drive down.
We were talking earlier about the fight in Knoxville, and I
Yeah.
mean Tennessee Marine, Mr. Misanthropic. Yeah, like some other whale gang motherfuckers were going to show up to that. And I thought about it, but then I looked at what the drive was, and it's like 7.5. It's just-
Holy.
well, no, it's just for like 7.5 isn't that bad. It's just long enough that I don't want to pull that shit over a weekend,
Yeah.
right? Like
that's
I
all day gone.
yeah, exactly. I have no problem with like a 4-hour drive there, right? You wake up at 8, get there at noon, hang out,
Yeah.
get a hotel, leave at noon, get home at 4, have time to wind down before you go back to work on Monday. With 7.5 hours, man, that changes everything.
Well, unless you got somebody else that's like tag team driving it with you.
No, it's not
Well, you
even
might as well
about
fly.
no, it's not even about the tag team driving. Well, and it's also just close enough where I'm like, it's cheaper to drive if I have the time to do it.
Yeah. Because I have thought about it, but now it's seeming like.
But yeah, what I'm saying, Branson's a 3.5 hour drive. I can do that.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's more like 2 hours. I used to commute from Springfield, which is 2 hours away, like every week. I drove back. I worked 3 12s on the weekends. drove back, stayed at my parents' house for the weekend, worked my 312s, drove down to Springfield, and hung out there living for what was like $50 a month or something in the band house.
How was Homer?
How was Homer? What?
Did you get to meet Apu?
Yeah, wrong Springfield, man.
Yeah, there's a Springfield in every state.
Practically. There's not one in Washington, though. Just like there's not a Martin Luther King Boulevard in Washington either that I know of.
All of Washington, there isn't a Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. No, there's got to be. There's got to be one in Seattle. Come on.
Maybe.
There's got to be.
There's one in Portland.
Pull up Google Maps.
There's one in Portland. There ain't one in Vancouver.
Because when I type in Springfield, Washington, on where is...
Do they say what state the Simpsons are in?
Oregon. They don't ever say, but I think it was from because he was from Oregon.
I think it's a county in Washington.
Springfield County.
Eepa.
See, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's not a city. It's just a freaking.
It's by what? Geraldton.
I don't know.
I have no clue, bro.
That's Australia.
Oh, you some bitch! You don't even have the right country, my friend. What are you fucking doing to me, man?
Dude, all I did
You're fucking driving me to the Irish side.
All I did is type in Springfield, Washington. This is what showed up. Hold on, let me go back to.
You son of a bitch! Now I need a drink of some whiskey.
A place in Australia called Springfield, Washington.
Let me refresh it, right? So here's what happened, right? So let's just hit back, right? Springfield, Washington, right? So I typed that
Australia.
in, and I just clicked here, right? Springfield, just fucking I don't know what the things are. So here's the map I see, and I'm like, oh, Washington's on the coast. That makes sense. I don't fucking know anything about Washington, right? You guys seeing this on the screen now? So
no.
then I zoomed out a little bit, and I was like, it's by Dongra in Geraldton, and I'm like, yeah, I mean that makes sense. And then I scroll back even further.
That's definitely not Washington, bro.
You're like, huh? The coast doesn't look.
Yeah, I'm just like
familiar.
Oh shit, that's Australia.
Holy shit! I know that. I know they're at Adelaide. That's where I have a few friends that live there.
Do you come from a land down under?
Here's one of the things that I just want to point out real quick that's hilarious about Washington. I heard this from my favorite Nazi, Necro Butcher, the Australian Nazi, and Dork Oracle, but nobody fucks around in this middle here of Australia, right?
Nope.
So it takes forever to get anywhere because all the fucking transit routes are just around the coast.
Yeah, they actually pay people to move into Australia to move inland.
Doesn't surprise me, man. They still do that in America in a few places. I think Alaska and Oklahoma still have homesteaded areas that you can claim.
Let's say, yeah, Alaska, I know, is one, yeah. Oklahoma, you say? Oklahoma's got a place they would pay me to stay in.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Free land.
Yeah.
Anyway,
garden and shit.
Another 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. I don't really know. 7 people watching. Thanks for staying tuned. I bet a lot of people just muted it and went on to do other things. We're probably.
Hey, either way, that's pretty dope. Love it. You know, it's what it is.
I don't really care.
But
it's gonna take...
on the emulator front, I was wanting to say my favorite games are either unavailable price wise, either to get the game itself or to go back and rebuy the console itself. So I like the emulators so I can play the games I owned and played as a kid.
Yeah.
And teenager, like, you know, all the NES stuff as a kid. I mean, I have a NES Classic, but it's only got so many games. But
Yeah.
and I have an SNES Classic just sitting above that. But then again, there are certain games that I like that aren't on there. So that I own. So I do not. I can't say I own. I owned. So I do not mind emulating them on my computer because I also have OG controllers that are USB. So I just map those via whatever I'm using. And
Oh, dude, yeah, I got a little box that plugs into your USB, and then original, like authentic. I got it on eBay, NES controller, and original, because you cannot find a good like a comparable quality old controller.
All right,
Like
all right.
And they make them, but they're not as good. And but I got like my favorite game to emulate in the original Nintendo game, a game called Blaster Master. You ever play that?
Yeah.
You gotta if you haven't played it, you gotta check it out. If you gotta
Cthulhu is pretty rad. PS2 did have some pretty good video games. I ended up I bought a GameCube because I am a Zelda fan, and sadly enough, I actually owned not just one copy of the Wind Waker, and not just 2 copies of the Wind Waker, but I eventually had 3 copies for some odd reason in my possession at one point.
Yeah.
I got 2. I ended up buying one, and then for my birthday, my stepdad went out and bought it for me, even though I had just bought it the day before. He was kind of an alcoholic at the time, so it's whatever. And I find out nowadays that the unopened version I had would be worth a fuck ton.
Yeah.
All right, guys, real quick. So here's what's going on right now.
Strange stores.
I went to see who we're competing against, and Dave Rubin is doing his farewell to Patreon stream, where he's just going through his tablet and he's reading Streamlabs donations. I'm sorry, man. One of the things I never got to do on the Fright Creek was get Dave Rubin. It's so hard to do.
Okay, we got to end this shit. So
no. I've got it stream sniped. Right,
on New Year's Eve.
$20. Look up Dave Rubin.
You might have watched a clip of it on Twitter.
Did you
just do it now?
Yeah. We can talk over it.
Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
I'll turn the volume down.
Dude, my circle that.
Are you recording it?
Can you my circle a live stream? Let's see what happens.
Fuck yeah.
Are you recording?
Oh yeah, it's being recorded right now.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's bad. So, all right, you know what?
Oh, that's right. The stream, though.
$500.
Damn, maybe not.
Impression while taking a shot.
All right. Well then.
We got it for the tags.
Oh no, it works. It works.
I bet you it works.
The rubber
Yeah,
meets the
I was gonna
road,
say.
people. I will do an impression of Anderson Cooper. Hey, Dave, keep up the good work. I came
now I'm
to America to be
duplicating
around people like you. Instead, I found free speech police. Hopefully, people like you help turn things around. Awesome. I'd love to know where you're from.
I'm up
Alright,
here. I'm up here with the $20.
Something
You
that we
guys
can
see
figure out
that?
where this person
Where's
is
your
from.
audio
I
coming
love that
through
story.
your
That's
mic
why
channel?
No.
I go
It
to
should
Ubers
be.
and cabs
It should
and all
stop.
the places that I go to, whether it's in the
All right,
States
I'll be
or-
right
like
back.
Everyone that I've met, it's like
Oh my
everyone
God, we're gonna
loves
get
to
'em.
be
We're gonna get
in
'em.
the West. They love to be in Canada. They love
Oh,
to be
it's
in
the my
UK. They
circle.
love to be in
Durr.
America. It ain't that bad. How much for a 6th shot? You donated
awake.
$5.69. Another
Hold
interesting
up.
number. I remember the time before you had a Patreon, right after the adpocalypse. It won't be that bad. We're going to be all right. You're right. Jesse, you're getting a mug, brother or sister. Jesse could be a guy, could be a girl.
Hold on.
But who am I
I gotta
to
say
assign a
right
gender
here.
to Jesse? You know what I mean?
Dream sniping Dave. If you guys can donate some all hail blue whale stuff, that'll be
And
great.
again, Jesse, whatever gender you are, I just want you to know, I think you're a great gender. You know,
Is you just gonna read all the?
I think so.
you're really a great
You're
guy,
going
gal.
to get him to hail the whale.
Great gal. Great guy or gal. Okay, here we go. We got 13 minutes left. By the way, my phone is exploding right now. I don't want to show all the names of the people.
God damn it.
But my
I don't
phone
want to
is
hear that.
exploding, which
I don't want to hear that, Dave.
Ruined my career tonight,
Sorry.
or we got some
Your
good shit
regular
going on.
scheduled Nights at the Coffee Table programming has
Here we
been
go.
interrupted by the
We're
fact
gonna hit
that
refresh.
Dave
We have
Rubin
1,444 people. We've
is
got
streaming, and I donated him
11
$20
minutes
to
remaining.
hail the whale.
Please, if there is a Lord in the universe, if any of this means anything,
We
let
interrupt
the
this
number
regularly scheduled program
10,079 go
to
down.
bring you a special news bulletin.
We went up $900.
Yeah.
Come on,
air raid
if
site.
you got anything, dude, go in there. Get them. Get people to hail the whale. Get them. Spam them.
Do it. 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 Do it.
Did you link his Streamlabs?
He does super
All right.
chats.
Oh, super
what I
chats,
love?
man.
There
Fuck
is a
super
set
chats.
of anonymous Twitter accounts that are run by journalists. There's about 10 in
Fuck you,
anonymous accounts on Twitter
Patreon.
that are run by journalists, and they think they're really clever. And I know they're watching this, waiting for me to say anything off script or whatever, even though there's no script here. They're waiting for me to just say anything that's anything.
Hail
And
the
what
whale.
they do is they're anonymous Twitter, they're journalists or friends of journalists, and what they do is they wait to clip one thing, and then they magically get huffed.
I am not afraid of a journalist.
Which is the worst, or any of these things.
I am an
Quote what I
acolyte
say
at the
and
Great
say,
Well
"Who is
Al
broken? Blah,
Azim.
blah, blah," said this, and it's like I know they're just sitting there watching this, and they couldn't get anyone to give them a buck, and I'm literally asking people to not give me money right now.
God damn it, dude. I hope he's not talking about you, but that's great.
Here we go. I can afford a couple months at 50 right now. Hope that gets me a cool signed mug. Jesse without the I is male. Now stop flirting with me. Jesse, welcome back. All right, so Jesse's gonna get the mug. And you're right. So it was JESSE, which I assumed was a male. But these days, with the way gender is so fluid,
I don't know, man.
and the way just
I
because
called
you have a
in
penis, you might
the
feel,
Gulf City
you could be a woman,
the Gulf
you could
City
be a
Metro
Decepticon, whatever it is, Sith Lord,
to
doesn't
find
matter.
his
The point
stream
is,
to
Operation.
make him hail the whale.
ladies and gentlemen, we have
This
we have
is
9
this
minutes
is
left.
this is
We went
undone work.
up $900 on
He only has 9 weeks yet.
The best part is, so we really had the last couple of days here really have been insane.
That's what he was
So
talking
David had
about.
surgery, as I
He said he's
mentioned.
gonna cancel his
So David's not
Patreon and
even
it went up
part of this.
$900
David's the
bucks.
executive producer.
Probably not hard to be honest, because a
anything
lot
I
of
do
people
is
are just
remotely
like, you're gonna
professional or
delete it
anything.
tomorrow
Really
anyway.
not
Sure, I'll
But
pledge.
generally speaking, David has done this. This is him.
Ruben
He is-
Select.
Like
he learned
literally,
this from
I could
scratch.
go pledge
And
$3,000
I
a month
would say
right
the
now
best
and
executive producer
not have to worry about my
And
money
he's-
other
he
than
could
the
not work
authentication.
Then he comes back.
He had
Good news,
the
everybody!
minor
Patreon
sinus
decided to go
surgery,
ahead
But like he was knocked out.
And
on
unban Sargon and make
all
the
your
right
pledges
decision.
are gonna go through.
My whole team is completely.
No!
I could see it.
People and my brother and sister-in-law have helped and a whole bunch of people, and the fact
Yeah.
that here we are this morning. I
Get back
said
to reading the
like,
frickin' super berries, you
that by
fucker.
the end of this, like I don't know.
Man,
how to
I'm
get some
messaging
PayPal.
Duel.
Like,
I have
it's
20
actually incredible,
on
and it's a
Dave
little sign of the
Rubin's
times for something that certain
stream.
people donate to things and forget about
Let's
it.
get
And
him.
I mean that. I don't mean that judging them in a negative way. I mean that is like it's actually kind of cool. It's like someone.
Operation.
God,
Where's,
to
where's,
make him
where's
say
Jack
it.
T. Ripper? Jack T. Ripper will donate $100 for this.
I don't think he's online.
Like, it would be so
That son of a
cool if
bitch.
The entire live stream, 2 hours, we could watch.
I don't know. You could add him in the Discord and see if he pops in.
And we have
Like he's in the Discord, but he's offline. So
$150. I think what you're doing is great, and I fully support your willingness to take a stand and have the conversation.
he's probably online, just not on the
Thank you.
Discords.
You know what? You didn't even ask me to take a shot, but I'm feeling the flow. It's 7:23. This is Patron.
Oh shit, he's West
I'm-
Coast. All
I'm
right.
gonna- I'm gonna be
Ladies and gentlemen,
pissed.
I want to give a shout out. I hope my buddy. So when I did stand up in New York for 12 years, and I hope you guys will come out and see me do stand up in the future, because people don't know that part of me until they see it, and then people are like, "Holy shit, you're actually good at this." But
boring
it's
ass
actually more of
t-shirt,
a
man.
fun
Sorry.
thing because people don't even they come to the show and they don't even know what to expect. But there were two comics who I knew that were great that I'm going to give a public shout out to now. That I don't even know that you can find anything about them online. The two best comics that I ever knew in 12 years
still
of
up.
stand-up in New York were Bob
still up.
Perkins and Mike Singer. And I don't know that you can find anything about
I
him.
never
Bob's
went
an actor
down.
now, so I hope you can at least find out about him. I don't
You
know.
can do it.
Been up this
Bob
whole
used to
time.
always get on stage, and if he was really
We got
sad,
this
then
shit,
he'd have to
man.
go, "Come on, ladles and jelly spoons," and I just thought it was the funniest thing. So here we
The
go.
shit I
Bob
needed.
and the old timers.
Hell the
Hold on,
fucking.
Gasly actually follows me.
Why? Why?
No shit.
How much did you donate, Sunrise?
I look forward to the Huffington Post piece on this.
I didn't. They donate
Will you
anything
drink the whole bottle if
Oh.
the number goes down to 0?
because
I mean, that would genuinely
don't
be the end of
wanna.
my life. which is sort of how this all should end. Right? Like,
Hold on,
Super
you're drunk and reading everything.
all right, here's what we're gonna do. It's 7:24. I'm gonna do one check right now.
All right, I'll throw in
And
some.
then at
What do you want me to
exactly
say?
7:30, we're deleting this motherfucker.
Just some all
Regardless
hell
of what you
blue
sons
well.
of bitches have done.
All right.
Here we go.
I'll do it for you, man.
7:25. I'm clicking refresh. It's taking some time.
It's taking some time.
There was no change. It did not change.
All right, I
Thank
put
you.
$10 on that.
That's all
Hold
I
on,
have.
Fright
that
Cream
shit.
continues.
It doesn't have to go down, although I'd like it to go
On
down.
that.
But we would prefer not to go. All right, so that's where we're at. That's the official number. Aaron, can you throw back to that
$10
thing?
on that.
Hold on,
All right, so this
hold
is the
on.
final official number. I have 1,744 patrons that are donating.
Your message has
$10,987
been
a month.
delivered.
We'll come back here for a sec. I am 100%, joking aside,
Is he going to do it though?
trollish nature of the people who have donated in the last hour. I'm completely appreciative of all the people
Bitcoin.
that have done this. And it's sort of
Bitcoin is how you get
hilarious.
around
Many of
the
them
payment
maybe will see this video in a
processors.
week or something. People have lives
Or,
too.
crypto.
That is a
So
true
I'm
story.
completely appreciative of anyone that's been part of this thing. And a shout
Yeah.
out to Patrick.
It is the only way.
Do you know the way?
I'm appreciative of all of this.
What
We're gonna
must be
donate this
done?
thing in 5 minutes. All right, so let's
I
do
am
this for just a moment.
JF, and I will.
Here, you know what? I'll do these two quick questions. Come on, please give Anderson Cooper. Come on, please give the Anderson Cooper impression. I was supposed to use the $100 to subscribe to Ben Shapiro, but here I am. And that Shapiro, by the way, it's his birthday today. And because he would not bake me a gay cake, I did not send him a cake. I wanted to send him a cupcake, but you know, if you're not going to bake me a gay cake
Do
for
it.
a gay wedding, I'm not going to
Do
send you a
it.
birthday cake, so you get nothing.
I don't have the money,
I left
or I
Patreon as a support the
would.
First Amendment, and they silenced quite a few people. How do I attain a mug? You
Ghastly
get a mug
did it.
if
He
you go to
retweeted me. We're good.
daverubin.com/donate, and you donate $50 a month. And you can cancel whenever you want, but if you
All
donate
right.
$50 a month to start, we'll send you a mug. I shouldn't have said that because you know we want you to obviously keep donating, but it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 minutes left. Love
What?
drunk Dave. Can't believe you didn't get sick on camera. You're a
What?
trooper. Old school. You know
What's he
saying?
talking about with the mug?
Come on and fucking dance, you ape!
All right, we got 2 minutes left. I just
Say it!
really, this has been a pleasure.
I was so mad.
Right now.
So mad.
Say it, you bastard.
And I know
Just
that
fucking
my
read it.
Dedicated staff has.
We get it. You have more
Some
expensive
of them
booze
might
than
not
us.
play tonight, or do whatever they do in their own lives. So for me to sit here and continue this insanity
Now I want booze.
would be selfish, and I don't want to do that. So I've got about 2
Yeah,
minutes
you know
left.
what? That's what
More
you
than
say
anything
to
else, I genuinely
feminists
want to
without
thank
arguing
anyone
with them.
that-
You're like,
forget
oh,
anyone
you don't like
that's donated for a
patriarchy?
second. For any of you that has donated over the last 2.5 years.
All hail
The
Blue
deep
Whale.
Most of the places in the world.
Trill
that
beyond to his name.
My job at Aura TV and my
Might
executive
change your
producer and
mind.
my director quit with me.
I think it's
on
bad
a
here.
lark. It truly was a lark. We did not know what was going to happen. And I said to them the night before, I said, I may have.
I'm gonna
screwed
be
up all
so
of our lives, but
disappointed.
I had worked so hard to
I,
get
I
something
feel like
I
this was
couldn't
like our
have.
last chance
So
to
we
get
could
to
do
Dave
something.
Did you
Rubin.
do 25 bucks so you got the shirt?
We didn't know what was going to happen. The next morning,
$5
within-
bucks
within a
short.
half
Should
hour,
have
we
done
were
it.
Aw,
doing the
you
video. We've been okay ever
fuck.
since then. And there's been ups, there's been
All right, James.
Had the fucking shirt, dude.
You could have had a goddamn shirt for $5 more.
Hey, James, the man joining the chat saying,
And limited edition.
I'm open to the same criticism that everyone else is open to.
"Hail the
But
whale,
I promise you guys, it's just the beginning.
hail the way,
It's just the
bitch."
beginning again.
What FIB is gonna have a case on you too, motherfucker.
That the beginning keep happening, keep doing something real. I don't know what that is, but I actually think it is something, and I'll keep trying to do it the best I can.
Oh God,
So I thank you.
Agent Ranchito.
Let's see. I will answer one more question, and then it's 7:29, and we're gonna delete this bitch ass motherfucker.
That'd be interesting.
Wait.
Team wrestling.
That's
match.
when he's gonna delete it. Maybe he'll keep reading. He's drunk as
Tag
fuck,
team
man. He's
wrestling
so
match,
drunk.
Ben Shapiro.
You can tell he's
and Jordan
drunk.
Peterson.
He
versus
sounds like
Dave
me.
Rubin and Eric Weinstein. Who would win?
He does not sound that drunk.
He's not slurring. He's talking in cursive.
That I'm gonna
Man.
do before I cancel this thing. And a shout out to Michael real quick. Shapiro and Peterson. Now Shapiro's small.
He's still talking about Ben Shapiro.
He'll get you.
God damn it.
Now Peterson's got that long reach, and he's got
Shit, we got 10 viewers for this shit right now, dude. That's good.
Thanks fucking much. Yeah,
Thanks, Dave.
Welcome to
We
our
stream snipe and we get 10 viewers. I like this. Let's just start.
Mhm.
Weinstein,
Welcome to
now he
stream
can think it
sniping.
through. He can think it through, and he's got big hair.
No, we're not stream sniping. We're
We got to
emulating.
get these motherfuckers to hail the blue
Now
whale.
you're looking at a hair
We are
weapon.
emulating this right
I can
now.
also envision a situation where Eric's just going to plow.
Just
through
like
it.
I'm emulating getting high with a monkey.
He's going to be moving fast, but Eric's just going to plow through him. Now you got Ruben. He's the most fit of the group.
What has science done? We now have a stoned fucking monkey.
Oh man, last night was great. 4 different strains of weed in one little bowl. I got a huge, like,
Leave that decision.
it can hold like it can hold probably like 2 grams, maybe
Bottle of ideas.
3, maybe an eighth. I think it can hold probably about an up to an eighth. It's just this huge bowl I got from my bong. I'm gonna
My phone is exploding.
figure out just exactly how far what my limits are and how crazy I am
Show you all of this. My phone is
on video
melting.
for everybody's enjoyment for no reason.
Bomb sitting with me.
Is he going to hail the blue whale yet?
I don't know.
In case
Well,
it's not clear.
I'm
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking trying.
Thank you.
Hopefully we know when he
Whether
says.
whether you
Here we go.
donated on Patreon in the past, whether you donated now.
I've
Any week you
donated.
didn't donate,
Okay, he's doing it.
I don't care. Truly, we're gonna be okay. And if you were any part of this, part of the silliness
bet
that we've done, for the
that
last
probably
2.5
wasn't Excel.
hours, this is as good as it gets. This really is as good as it gets.
Say some shit like that
For
and then say
anything
all
I
hail
don't
blue
want
whale
to
at
do,
the
this
end.
is as good as it gets. So I'm gonna hit reset this thing one more time. And then
That's
you're
how you
gonna
should have
watch me
done it.
delete this.
That's how I got Sargon.
So right now, after 2.5 hours, we have more money than.
God damn, this was going on for 2.5. That's
And
where
I
we
think my
fucked up.
patrons- No, maybe we.
God,
lost
we
patrons.
should have started
Here we
earlier.
go. I'm refreshing.
Uh,
Okay, so we did actually go down. So Aaron, throw to me one more time. Okay, so we did actually go down. So thank you. I don't know what.
I hit refresh, and all of a sudden
It's
it's just a bunch of all
good.
hail blue whale.
It's all good, guys. Thank you.
Just take the whole fucking page over.
It could possibly be more genuinely felt than I'm possibly saying it right now, but genuinely.
Yeah, I'm about to just spam the
genuinely
chat.
thank you. That is
I want
all
someone
I
to donate like $5,000 so he'll chug it.
This is just the beginning. So now,
Chug that Patron.
click delete.
Yeah, the whole thing in one go.
So I think there's a delete here somewhere. So I'm going to click settings.
We love you.
How much,
hell,
Dave?
Well.
How much
Fuck
to
it,
soak
we're doing
a
it live.
tampon in tequila and
account.
shove it up your ass?
I have to move here for just a second. Physically,
Would 2,000 do it?
I got to scroll. I know there's a way to scroll without doing it the way I do it, old school, but
Okay, 4,000. How about that?
disable my account. Here we go, guys. This is it. Careful. This will permanently disable your account. You won't be able to log in again after you do this. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Actually, I should do one thing. Just to be clear, in case that's actually true.
This is
I don't want to be
hilarious.
stealing money that you guys don't.
I'm
need,
actually-
so I didn't want
I'm
you to
actually
go
glad
into
we're
it.
getting
think-
this on
Let's
video
look
just
at
in
this
case
not
Dave
bad real
Rubin
quick.
deletes him being drunk and deleting his
Payout
Patreon.
preferences.
You know what? I
So-
think this is the first seal
We're,
being broken.
we're archiving this.
In the course of the
I think
last
that's what
2.5
this is.
hours, where
Yep.
I tried to
Once he
move
does
the
it,
This is
money on
this is
First
archive.
seal.
We are the
donated
we are the knights of the round table.
$2.89.
Coffee.
So thank
Coffee
you,
table.
freak.
Wait.
So we're gonna send.
Oh, yeah, the
fucking
coffee.
stone bitch he
I have
is.
a round coffee table. My
That's
bad.
my old Gmail.
Actually,
Don't want to see that.
maybe the first seal was the
Okay.
adpocalypse.
All right. So I have nothing in my Patreon right now. And now I'm gonna click settings.
That would make the
Please
Patreon
don't email
apocalypse
me. I have
the second seal.
other things going on. Okay, so settings. Setting. All right. Settle down. Oop, I clicked messages. No, we don't want to see that. Okay, ignore that. Sorry. Oh,
It is
Lord.
kind of fucked up watching somebody just throw
Settings.
$10,000 down the toilet.
No, click accounts.
He's not though.
I know he's big enough
To the
that
right.
everybody's gonna sign up for his whatever.
Accounts on the left.
I mean,
To the right. To
he's
the
been
right.
getting that
Oh,
for a
God, isn't
while.
that
So if he's
song?
smart with his
Didn't
money, he
Beyonce
should
do
be
that?
fine.
Oh, that's to the left? What? Oh, account.
You mean
There we go.
social
All right.
justice?
All right, here we go.
When,
This
when
is
they gave it a
Ladies
name,
and gentlemen, drum roll,
When it-
please.
when it moved from the realm of just organically things that most people find important to something that
God.
needs
You know
warriors.
the password. Wait,
Like you used to just be
I don't know the
the
password.
way people are, and now all of a sudden there's like a whole.
Someone's
Yeah.
gonna get the password. All right, Aaron, please come back to camera one.
movement.
He's like, I don't know what
gonna
my
mosey
fucking
on
password
in.
is, man. So I pay you guys with this money I'm deleting.
I don't know the password.
Sorry, this is actually a pretty epic event. I'm glad I caught
Yeah.
this.
No shit.
It's cool because
ABC?
it's really just a middle finger to
No idea.
the
I guess
whole.
in the moment we're looking for the password.
I see it as like an artist,
In a
like a
very
fully
secure place. Oh, I've got a
independent
team
fucking
member.
band
No,
who
no, no, no,
can
no,
do
no,
whatever
wait,
the fuck they
stupid.
want
You can't say it like
because they don't answer to a record label or anybody else.
that was literally the dumbest thing that has ever happened in the history of the internet.
We don't dance to
You
the
gotta
beat
write
of
it
your
down.
drum.
You idiot.
Dance to our own.
Password.
It's just
That
it's
was-
the self-actualization that threatens the.
Okay. He's high.
That is cool.
You can tell.
Now
Look how high he
Go
is.
back to this thing.
He's not quite me high right now,
Okay, here we
but
go,
he's
here we go.
probably more of a Sinrise high.
I guess I could do another shot while I'm waiting.
Oh, I thought I was gonna read one. Sorry.
I guess he's drunk.
He's
Oh,
drunk
it's
as
being
fuck.
written
I
down. All right,
told
I'm being
you.
handed the piece of
He's been
paper
drinking on Patron for a little.
off camera. Thank
Here we
you.
go.
I've been handed
Damn,
the paper.
That's how Excel looks.
Damn, that's the password? Well, shit. All
I'm
right.
not. Unfortunately, I'm not nearly as good looking.
Here we go. Enter password. Submit. Oh, password. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do for a second. I'm just going to get in front of the camera so I can just knock this thing out.
Read the fucking
here we go.
super chats. God damn it!
No.
Okay? I have
Excuse
entered the
me.
password.
Did you
into
say
the
sir?
Patreon. I have
It's
received-
ma'am.
Remember, guys,
He
I have
doesn't-
about
it's
10,000 bucks a month.
He
Man.
doesn't
I am
just-
a beautiful and delicate
I don't
woman.
go anywhere, and I keep getting this money. Zippity damn do.
By the way, get through the. You're right. PS2 did have some of the best video games ever
To
made.
keep your
I
for
agree,
God's
man.
sakes, there's my
We're-
email address
we've-
again, my private one.
We've been
Keep your account
interrupted
safe. We've sent you an
for
email
an emergency
at
announcement.
blah, blah,
Dave
blah, with the link
Rubin
to
is
disable your account.
deleting
Okay,
his
hold that thought,
Patreon live.
guys.
Well,
We've entered true something or other. Aaron, maybe you want to go to the other camera. Is my head even in
Why
the camera?
does-
All right. Hey everybody, how are you? Dave Rubin.
This is a live stream, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why does my circle have a fucking time limit on
All right,
it?
Aaron, here we go.
I'm a little bit confused about that
We're
myself.
sorry to
I'm not
see you
gonna
go.
lie.
You're receiving this email because you've requested to disable your account in account settings. If you didn't request this, please contact Patreon support to ensure the security of their
I
account.
don't
I would email them
think
and ask
it
them their thoughts.
Does
about
have a
it.
time limit exactly. I don't see an exact time down there.
It does. Mine says 3:16:05. That's when this live stream ends.
Will be permanently disabled and you won't be able to log into your Patreon account using this username.
Whoa.
The account. Thanks for checking
Dave,
out
people do
Patreon. You will
pretty
be
much
missed
everything you could
in
imagine.
5, 4,
It's all a thing.
3, 2.
Everything is a thing. No.
Oh, for
It's
God's
all-
sakes!
Oh, there's another page.
Are you sure you want to disable your Patreon account? This action cannot be reversed. Let's keep it going for 6 more hours. No, here we go. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. There was a
They're trying their
disable link may have expired. Please visit your account settings.
What?
And try. Unbelievable.
Is it that hard to disable your fucking account?
Unbelievable. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Visit your account settings. All right, hang tight, people. Going to account settings.
He's so drunk. He's not going
Let's
to
try
figure
that
this out.
again.
He
You
needs to
gotta be
call his
kidding
IT guy in.
Click yes, delete my account. Holy
The
shit.
password in again.
Just fucking click it.
There should be a character string you can type in like and avoid all this, where like you just type in exactly.
Dude, you just hear that? His password was Jesus Christ, guys. Should have been Halloween.
Sent your email. All right. Well, now congratulations.
Jesus Christ.
Wonderful. We'll be changing that one soon enough. Confirmation needed. Got it. 0 minutes ago. We're sorry to see you go. Disable my account. Yes, disable my account.
Aaron,
come back to the one shot.
I'm so glad we have this up right now.
Me too. That was pretty good.
There's no way he keeps all of this going, man. We're internet archivists right now.
I'll be on Patreon forever. All right, I don't know what I promise you I will do this fucking thing whenever I can. This is actually a perfect
just looks like
everybody
like,
just spam him.
Operate. If I emailed these people tomorrow, they would not respond to me.
Just
I'd
say
have to publicly shame them on Twitter like I do with YouTube all the time. I wouldn't
chats.
be able to get in touch with the person.
Read the super chat. God damn it!
All right, let's not worry about it. I think you guys got the point.
And shit.
What a ridiculous.
Shut up and read super chats, monkey.
The super chats. You son of a bitch.
I would try one more time.
We
You just read another one.
Fuck you. Die in a fire.
We pay.
That's it. Threats. That's always there.
We're gonna
I genuinely have nothing but thanks for you.
we're unsubscribing from Patreon.
Thank you guys. Thank you for my team that helped me make this whole thing happen today and since we started this whole operation.
I think he's
I
got
thank everybody
somebody
part
in
of
the
this
back.
craziness today, whether it was on
Like,
Super Chat or
Obviously changes and like reading through the chat
yeah,
for him.
I got a bottle of Patron and a Patreon account I can't get rid of. And therein lies an incredible story, which will probably make it into my book that I'm writing right now. So you guys saw it happen live. So genuinely, thank you. And
Damn it!
Not only did we see it live, but we archived the shit out of it.
So Jordan was able to delete his account.
Read the super chats, fucker! Damn, the chat is out of control. Just can't read it.
Yeah.
Why would anyone write anything in the chat? I don't
I'm deleting
understand.
His account. Please never come back to the Patreon.
And then top chat too. Holy shit.
Fight for what you believe in, even if it's not the things that I believe in, but fight for them honestly and forthrightly, and
how can anyone have a conversation?
Repeat this
people
word.
that disagree with you. We'll keep having these.
It's just
conversations.
people,
We
just a
really
bunch of
should be
people
able to
you talking all at
do
once.
something Great. There's all sorts of steps along the road to make this happen. I think you got the point already.
Hey man,
Thank you.
he's drunk.
Good night.
God fucking damn it!
He has so many super chats to read.
I know, what a son of a bitch. You at least pull like a Medicare and just be like, yo, we gonna like read fucking with. According to this, there's still another like 30 minutes left in the stream.
Well, son of a bitch. And any of the viewers watching, you can go to boop, the link I just posted in chat, and we will all read whatever you write there. For no less, for no more than a measly $1 or more, you can go to help feed and clothe
Dude, I guess
poor bastard children.
See him on there anymore.
Dude, I really thought we fucking had that motherfucker.
Time noodle.
Am I upset? Yes. Yes, I am. I am upset. That was like $30-40 spent between all of us that make no money doing this. Just to get Dave Rubin to say one simple phrase. All hail Blue Whale. Why is it so hard?
All hail Blue Whale. Krill be on to his name.
In fact, Sunrise, Ghastly screen capped your donation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you go to 929 in the Gulf City Metro, you'll see it.
Cool.
Yeah, I did.
All right, well, sorry, chat. We'll go back to our regularly scheduled program for at least the next 15 minutes.
Oh fuck, dude, that was a very amazing.
So we didn't actually
emulation
delete
we
his
just did there.
Patreon. Is it? It says it's over to me.
What, the Patreon? It just says it's over.
No, the stream is over.
Oh yeah, the stream's over. But
What the fuck?
some other people said the Patreon no longer existed. I don't know what the fuck happened. He was so
Did
drunk.
we miss him? I guess we must have missed him.
Yeah, no, he ended it because he failed at deleting the Patreon, and the stream was all like, people were like, "No, it's gone, we can't sub anymore." And I was like, okay.
No.
Well,
Take that back.
as for me, my name, so I will be back.
Indeed.
God, son of a bitch.
So what else?
I'm throwing a temper tantrum over here. Like, really, I've been trying to get, like, Dave Rubin is one of the trifecta, right? Everybody said get Dave Rubin, Jordan Peterson, and Ben Shapiro to Hail the Whale. And I thought in his drunken state, when he was just reading shit off, that I could just type it and he would look at it. Because he just had his tablet in front of him. He was just going through them, reading them and whatnot. I thought for sure this was going to be the time. This was going to be the time.
Yeah, donate like at least $100 just to get his fucking attention.
Man, there was $100 donations like sitting around there that he still didn't read. Motherfucker.
That son of a bitch, dude.
I should at him and be like, "You're so privileged. All I wanted you to do was hail the whale so I could have cool content for my small channel.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it. That was $20. I should be like, I make minimum wage in Arizona. That was like 3 hours of my workday.
Okay, could I get my fucking $20 back?
You guys are fucking funny, man. Oh shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. I'm a little upset now, man. Like, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. All right. I'm gonna pull an Insomnus move, which is go to break.
Oh.
Right. I'm gonna mute this, and we're gonna take a couple minutes, and we're gonna come back. We'll finish the show up. All right, and we are back.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Shut up, fake Tom
Well-
Pinoid. Anyway, so I want you to excuse us for our interruption, but that was big news, man. That was breaking news, and you saw it live right here on Knights of the Coffee Table. And I sneezed.
That was important business.
Yep. Anyway, going back to the stuff we were talking about, emulators, we went through the case for them, the IP law around them, and we also the only thing, well, we talked about it a little bit, but there's games that you can only play on emulator.
Oh yeah.
So I just wanted to say, like, real quick, Stone Monkey, you were talking about some of the games you were going to play on emulators. What's a game if somebody could happen to just come across things in the ocean while they're on a pirate ship? What emulated ROMs would you recommend to people that you're not going to find anywhere else?
Are you talking about games that are like original made for ROM?
Oh well,
No. Well, no. I'm
like
talking about games that were originally made for actual systems, but you cannot find them
randomizers.
anywhere.
Oh, those. I'm not the biggest on the rare. I like the randomizer aspect of the ROMs as well. I beat the living piss out of Ocarina of Time back in the day. Like, I mean, probably everybody did, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us were like, man, it would be kind of fun to have this, be able to play it a little differently, have it. I beat the shit out of the Master Quest as well because I got that.
Interestingly enough, that's very similar to the original Zelda, where if you beat it, you played it again, and everything is in a different location.
Or if you are just like, it's like put your name in. And you look at the title, it's like, well, I guess my name's Zelda, and all of a sudden you don't know, you don't even know what the fuck's going on, and you're just playing at like this harder difficulty on the second half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the dumbest cheat code in the history of cheat codes. Oh no, but what I had is actually, it's an entire library, but the one that I really like is Skies of Arcadia for Dreamcast.
Ooh.
You can't get that anywhere.
Huh.
Try to find a legitimate copy of Skies of Arcadia that you can play right now. You can't.
I
Not
would say,
without buying a
Dreamcast doesn't
Dreamcast.
surprise me.
Yeah, not without buying used shit. So it's not even going to go to Sega, but the Dreamcast library, that's one of the bigger ones. Like, you never got a chance to play the Dreamcast, go look up some of the games that were more popular. There's plenty of lists online. Skies of Arcadia is going to show up on the top. Shit, actually, just because of that, Stone Monkey Talk, I'm gonna look up best Dreamcast games.
The Dreamcast, yeah, that was a system I didn't own. One of the systems I didn't own, but got to play.
Gunstar Heroes.
But yeah, I've been getting into the Ocarina of Time randomizers. I've been watching a lot of videos on that over the last few months on the side, and
what's really fascinating are the like the Super Mario Brothers original NES speedrunners, where the most interesting thing to me is to watch the breakdown videos where like they go move by move and show you what they do. And there's people who sit and play those games or that game so much that they're able to time shit down to a particular frame and a particular pixel to like land Mario just in the right spot, and like all these crazy things they do.
I've seen it.
Dude, that's
sweet.
Crazy shit.
So I just got the ROM I wanted to use working.
If you jump in like in a certain way, you save something like a 1 second on a level, and that's enough to get you to the next.
Oh yeah, dude, freaking!
Like he'll actually wait for a couple seconds.
Oh, we gotta get that. We gotta get Pinoid wrenched up, brother. We gotta get Pinoid wrenched up
because of the frame rate. He knows that at a certain point, having to like go to the next frame actually takes longer. But way down the road, like 3 levels later, that like 30 frames comes into play and actually shaves off a little bit of the time.
Forget that I had this just like on my window, so whenever you said Pinoy needs a wrench, I wouldn't try to do it. Somebody else got it, but I said sub to the channel, faggot.
What? Is Pinoid in there? Hey, what's up, Tom?
Probably not even sub, man. Yeah, I also demand that he donates $2 just to see if it's working.
You demand.
Man,
I sent him an invite to
donate $2.
the server, and I will give
Still
him.
demands.
Oh, there he is, and I'm gonna give him. Boom. Now he is one of the knights.
No, anyway, like Dreamcast is actually one emulator. Like if you have a Dreamcast emulator, I don't think you're stepping on anybody's toes because you can't get any of these games. Like Sega Bass Fishing, it's based on the old arcade game, but it's still kind of fun.
Yo, Tom, what's your favorite emulator?
It's like
Yo, I like motherfucking Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
the emulator.
Yeah.
Blast Joe.
Dude, that shit was fucking rough back in the day, man.
Shit, some of the stuff we were talking about is actually politically related because the whole thing about emulators, right? That's the shit you download on your computer so you can play old school games on your PC.
Yeah, dude, people have been doing it forever, man.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, man. Like, yo, I'm remotely technically literate. Like, yeah, I downloaded the emulator for Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, okay.
Yo, fuck. Yo, I feel some sort of kind of way about you making this new goddamn Discord. Now our patrons can't harass you while you're doing your show.
I've had this, and then
outside of the
it kind of got hijacked.
Yeah, no. Outside of the live streams and the any video we do that's actually like a real comp, dude. Like I'm gonna do like all my regular gaming shit. I'll be in the white trash. Gamer hut, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I feel you. Yo, man, fucking, I got I grabbed a screenshot from this cannibalism website that I was looking at, and it had a TeePublic ad on it, and it had our merch on it. I'm fucking mad happy about that.
Nice. Hold on.
Oh, shit,
By the way, did you ever figure out what T-shirt sold?
Yeah, it was like one of the normal T-shirts, the black with the fucking the gorilla face on it.
All right.
Fuck yeah, dude, nice.
I didn't know if you put up the Red Dead Redemption one or not.
I did. I absolutely did.
I was hoping it was gonna be that one because that was a cool.
Wait,
shot.
are you saying you got some merch, Tom?
Tom P's got merch, nigga. I got merch.
Throw that shit up on the screen. What are you doing?
He's got the Teespring stuff. I don't fucking know the link. Send me the link.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, man! I'm not looking stuff right now. Fuck, yo, I'm busy. I'm working on my videos rendering. I'm at 36% right now. I got 30 minutes until my video is done rendering.
We'll come back and do a proper plug, man.
I'll do a plug, man. Yo, I'm not plugging on your fucking channel. I mean, I'm plugging on my channel. I plugged on Damonis' channel earlier.
God damn it! So like, Damonis was supposed to be one of the knights until he got replaced by Vash.
Yeah.
Which I think it was a good decision, except for Vash's Mecha Vash tonight.
Except, yeah, we need to start a fucking GoFundMe for Vash to get some real internet.
Yeah, donate it. Give us money, and I'll forward it all over to Vash so we can pay.
Vash needs more internets. He's really low on them.
He's low on the internet, so we just need to give him more internet.
We just send him a whole box full of internets.
Hey, nothing wrong with giving the man some internets. Let's hook the brother up, guys.
Anyway, real quick, I'm on a list of Sega Dreamcast games, which is, I don't even feel bad. Go fucking download these illegal ROMs because these games don't exist anywhere else. Sega stopped making consoles and they stopped monetizing this shit.
They gave up on the whole hardware thing.
Grandia 2, I remember that. But it's another good JRPG if you're into those. Let's keep going down.
Yeah, do you think YouTube's gonna tag me for putting like, pictures of
that was a
people
game.
with their children all chopped up in front of them?
Probably.
It's a historical picture.
Dude, Soul Reaper's gone?
Context doesn't matter. Oh, dude, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaper was one of my favorite games.
Oh, Dead or Alive, man, that was always fun.
You know what? Darksiders, the first Darksiders reminds me very much of.
Dead or Alive and Resident Evil Code Veronica, both great games that you can only find on Dream. Actually, no, wait, they made Code Veronica on GameCube, didn't they?
Dude, I could not get into those games.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about.
I don't even know what Ikaruga is, but it looks cool.
I need to buy some new fucking headphones for my computer. These things are fucking cutting out.
Oh, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, man. I was going to play Magic the Gathering after this, and I was going to hope that Monkey would join me and watch me play. This was all because Cinder Shadow, man. I've been watching him, and last night I helped him win a game.
Hell yeah.
I reminded him, I told him, you can wipe the board, and I was just like, think about it, like, you got this extra trigger here that you can activate, and he's like, oh shit, you're right. And he won.
Hell yeah.
Phantasy Star Online. I forgot they had online on Dreamcast. Like, that was the really shit online. Like, when they were PlayStation 2 online, I do. It was shit. It was so bad.
Alright, hang on, wait. I'm got copy link. Alright, I got the link. Now I gotta go back to Discord.
Arena is a great game. Oh, it only has Skies of Arcadia at number 7. That should be number 1, by the way. Everybody that goes and downloads a Dreamcast emulator, likes JRPGs, plays Skies of Arcadia. It's really fun.
The Skies of Arcadia.
Shenmue actually got bought up by Sony, so you can find Shenmue on the PlayStation Marketplace. Really? Fucking the only tennis games that are any fun is Mario Tennis and Wii Tennis.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was a game.
You guys are.
There we go.
You know what?
Excel.
No, they're right. Soul Calibur.
Excel check. Yeah, Excel. Check your Discord messages. There we go.
I thought Nintendo did it.
Crazy Taxi is fun on the big arcade for 5 minutes.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad Teespring site, so I'll put it up here. Yeah, let's go.
I know my I told you I got the hottest merch in the game.
Except you needed. You should have had a red background to this. But yeah, you got $14 from the Angry Gorilla T-shirt. $20 for the Pinoid Red Dead.
Nice. You gotta. Yeah. You should put the link in the chat, man.
Sure, why not?
I think
Dude, who made that?
I did.
The Pinoid Red Dead, or
dude, that's good fucking work.
Oh, the Red Dead? Oh, fucking Excel made that. That motherfucker is gangster.
You made that Excel?
The Red Dead one, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking work, man.
All I did was take a show card, and I took away all of I deleted a lot of the color in the background, and I said, Pinoid, just make sure that you can only buy the shirt in red, and it will look good.
That's what I did. I can't make it red. Like, I made it red by whatchamacallit, like red's and like the default color of it, but like you can't, like they can order it whatever color they want.
Did you find the font on like DA font?
Yeah, I found it.
Or did you like pluck the letters out of Red Dead Redemption?
No, I just put my own lettering.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got something close, but it's not the exact same.
Oh, well, I thought it was.
Oh shit, dude! The Angry Gorilla's down to $14 for freaking a day.
Yeah, that's whatchamacallit. That's a fucking like a thing. It's a special from Teespring. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest with you.
Oh shit! They got lots of colors too. Dang!
I like how you did it so it works on any color background.
Ooh, charcoal heater.
It's well done, man. Well done.
Black. Black's looking pretty nice.
I got body pillows. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to cuddle with the gorilla, you can.
Ooh.
All right. We
Stuff you never knew you even want.
Yeah, I got
coffee mugs and shit.
You can get the angry gorilla body pillow.
Yo, you gotta get like the baby onesie with Pinoid on it. You got
I'm working on it. I'm gonna buy one of those. I'm gonna buy like 5 of those for all my kids. Yeah, man.
The gorilla.
Hottest merch in the game.
Well, Tom Pease, I love you, but we're going for a little over an hour and a half, even though we sniped it, what Dave Rubin streamed for like 30 minutes. All I
Why did you?
This is true. This is
I
true.
wanted him to hail the fucking whale, man, and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Like a piece
faggot.
of shit.
He was drunk as shit, reading off his tablet, just going through super chats, reading whatever. I thought for sure we had that son of. I mean, you guys saw what I saw.
Yeah.
It looked promising. And then he
Yeah.
took about an hour to figure out how to delete his Patreon and still failed and just ended the stream.
It was a bit of a letdown.
Gave up. He was like, fuck it, I'm too drunk for this shit.
I don't know, bro. The Pinoid Live looks pretty dope on a black shirt too.
It looks good on like any color background works with it. It's pretty cool.
We got skills. All right.
Actually,
work.
the asphalt white's pretty dope. Oh shit, dude, that's dope. Just gotta figure out what color I want to go with. Ooh, bro, Excel, I'm going hot pink, bro. No, I kind of like it in black or red though. The red's dope, but the black does look pretty good too.
Yeah, I like the black. The black's pimping. You know what's really hard
It
to
does
find?
actually work
Is
out
the
with
hat.
the black. It does not work out with like the white is. I don't know. I think that's
Although if you go to the black on the second layer, the charcoal heather looks alright too.
Now, a Pinoid hat, or like a Pinoid hat would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but I can't. They don't sell hats that are just printed. You have to have it sewn.
Yeah, the hats are bullshit. Same with the beanies. Looked into that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get that done. It doesn't do right.
Have like a gorilla smoking on a cigar on the front of a. Why the fuck not?
Yo, because they don't print hats, they sell them. And also sell. I think they also got bumper stickers and they got cell phone covers. And then we got the hottest merch in the game right now. Mad merch.
It's good shit, man.
Now that
I
all
like
y'all
it.
look at that is going to be in your motherfucking feeds when you're going browsing through web pages. You're going to have a T-Public joint, and you're going to have a gorilla face. And you're like, yo, Pinoid is invading my computer. It's going to be great.
Dude, you know what? Anyway, yo, Pinoid Bash, Sunrise, Stone Monkey. I think we should let's wrap this one up.
All right. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah, we've been going for a while. Actually, right? Shit.
It's enough.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Yo,
It's enough.
feminist want
We've been
to
doing
turn
it
into a
long
cannibal
enough.
and eat their kid.
Are you not entertained?
I don't know. Anybody still here with us? We'll be here again on Sunday. Did we say afternoons or evenings? We'll talk about that later. Sunday sometime to be determined. But every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. I want to say 8 Central, but I just keep working late, man. 8:30 Central. It's probably better for everybody. Because I know Bash doesn't give a shit, and everybody else is East Coast, so.
You mean West Coast?
Or West Coast, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, dude, I'm good with whatever, but Tom P's gonna get a notification here in a minute for a shirt order.
Stone Monkey, any last words?
Last
I
words?
just ordered the Excel designed Tom P shirt. Like
Fuck
legitimately,
yeah.
I'm right now putting the confirmation in on.
Now I really demand a PayPal donation to the. I have the link in there. It's
T-Public
streamlabs.com
pays once a month.
Knights of the Coffee Table 1.
There's
Yo,
already
man.
a Knights of the Coffee Table in there?
Well, yeah.
God damn it. Who are those pieces of shit?
All right, yo, Sunrise. Last words. You got a show tomorrow.
Yo, yeah, that's right. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Check out Insomnist. You can.
Yeah, I'll probably be there.
You can. I think you could just go to my channel
Fuck you, Tom P. You got
We're in the
biggest,
chat and find Insomnus that way. It's real easy. It's the first thing you see when you go to my chat.
You got some real big channels, so fuck you, Tom P. Bash.
Yeah.
I'm Vash Linsett. I'm currently taking a breather from live streaming, other than Knights and everybody else.
Yeah, well, because the nights are fun, so I totally understand that. Anyway, I'm gonna hit this fucking in button. Then I'm gonna play some Magic the Gathering. So Stone Monkey, actually anybody that wants to join me, I'm gonna do that on my channel, and I'll be moving over to Tom P's Discord to do that. I'll see you guys there.
Not for sure.
I'm coming harassing for a little bit, maybe. We'll see what's up.